Hello and welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway? And indeed, welcome to another compilation edition where we group together bits and pieces of recordings which were forced out of our regular shows due to a shortage of time. Here we've got a whole half hour of excitement of those bits stitched together. Let's enjoy it. Here we go. We're going to start tonight with a game called Questions Only. It's for all four contestants. They come on down. Start with Steve and Caroline beginning. The other two ready to come in. Simple game this. They just have to remember always to speak in questions. And if you stop doing that, I'll buzz you and you'll be replaced by the person behind you. So, a little scene. You're trying to join a circus. One of you's trying to join a circus, but speaking any questions, away you go.
Did you know I can climb the trapeze?
But can you juggle?
Why did you ask?
You wanted to join the circus, didn't you?
Do you want me to join?
Can I help you?
Why, I think you know.
Let's start with why.
Can I help you?
Can you see my trunk?
Are you the famous elephant boy?
You have to ask.
How did this happen?
Do you remember the year 1972?
Wasn't that right after 1971?
Can you show me your famous trick?
Would you really like to see?
Do you need to ask?
Nope. Have you ever put your head inside a lion's mouth before?
Can you help me?
What is it you want?
Am I near seat 35?
Is this your ticket?
Who else's would it be?
What do you do with the chickens?
That's it, fine. Let's end on that. Let's see. And so your scene is, Caroline, you're shaving Steve before a big operation.
Well, are you nervous about your heart operation?
No, I'm nervous about the shaving.
Don't be scared.
No.
I've shaved hundreds of men. Thousands of men.
Yes.
Millions of men.
Jane Austen.
Aye. But, Mr. Darcy, I am a little afraid and shy of shaving you.
But your foam is so bubbly and frothy.
Yes.
It's the best foam I have ever felt on my pap.
And your breeches are full.
Which edition of Jane Austen have you been reading? Bridges. It's not quite Hugh Grant. Oh, I suppose it is. But, Aussie soap opera, Australian soap opera.
So, time I shaved you.
Yeah, but wait a minute, don't I recognise you?
Oh no, you
Didn't you used
spotted.
to live in Perth?
He knows. I'm his sister.
Trudy, Trudy, Trudy. It's truly you, Trudy.
Star Trek.
Aye.
Oh, that's right.
So, I must shave you.
Beam me up and shake me down.
Now,
It's okay, it doesn't hurt me because I am the captain.
yes, but I am a clown.
Carry on, movie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's finish it. That's it, fine. Let's move on to sound effects. And this is for Ryan and Colin. And the idea of this is Colin has to do an everyday activity whilst Ryan provides the sound effects. And it's Farmyard Chores is the title of the improvisation. Farmyard Chores. Where you go.
Ding, tong, ding.
so Neil, I'd like to come on down and make up a song with somebody in the studio audience. Yes, madam, yes. What's your name?
Liz.
Liz. Excellent. And what do you do, Liz?
I'm an osteopath.
An osteopath. There you go. So, put you back into this one, Neil. And what sort of song would you like this done in? Could be anybody else. It doesn't have to be Liz that suggested. Bruce Forsyth, there's a song style. That's well, reggae and jazz. I'll give you your choice. Reggae or jazz. Both will shout it out.
I'll take reggae because I'm a fool to myself.
Will you stay there?
Well, me got out to bed. Yes, me got out me bed. And me went to Liz. And she really turned me head. I said, that put me back out somehow. She said, well, you really are a stupid cow. But she said, my name's Liz and I know my biz. Oh, yeah, I know my biz. She turned me this way, she turned me that. She knocked me out flat. I didn't know what I was going to do. Then she said, as soon as you've been to the loo, you'll feel better. With your nice colorful sweater. Here's a French letter. I never did forget her. Oh, yeah.
Josie, Colin, Ryan, come on down. They're going to act out as a christening, but they have to maintain a fixed expression, each of them. Josie, she's the mother, and she's always got a flirty expression on her face. Colin is the vicar, and he's always disgusted. And Ryan, the father, he's shocked. They have to maintain these expressions.
Christening.
That's a christening. You know when you christen a child or baby, something like that? Away you go.
It's going to be one special day.
Liz!
Oh, let me hold the little guy. Oh, my girl.
Is this the child?
It certainly is.
Why, he's lovely.
Oh, thank you.
And what are you naming the child?
We thought Petey.
Peony Byron!
That's a lovely name.
We heard you're the best at this, Father.
All right. I christen Lee Pewty.
Petey!
Oh,
now we gotta call him Pewty.
I'm sorry, that's what
Peony sounds like puke!
That's not right, Vicar. We were told you're the best the way you do.
That's right.
I'm sorry, I've been drinking.
Drinking? You? A vicar?
Yes, christening isn't going very well for me.
You got troubles?
Oh, nobody knows the troubles I've seen.
Nobody knows like Jesus.
Who?
Jesus!
As we go into a game called World's Worst, it's for all four contestants to come onto the World's Worst step, and they step forward as they think of examples of the World's Worst outtake from a religious program. Okay? And I'll buzz when I get the idea of it. Religious program, stepping forward.
Good morning. Today's sermon.
And God said unto you, you should buy a car. A 65 Mini Austin. That can be yours for $2,500.
To tell you the truth, I've always really loved those Catholics.
Oh, you're very good, actually.
And the Lord said, the meek shall inherit Perth. And I christened this child, Kitty, little bastard.
What you want to do is get a fresh virgin. The kind that...
We're going to baptize Gary by immersing him completely in the water. When he first came to me, 23 years ago, I said, why did you wait so long?
Anyone here who knew dear departed Douglas knew that he was the cheapest son of a bitch in
And the Lord came to them and said, You scores! England scores!
Dirty Hare Krishna.
Welcome back to the second half of the show, which traditionally comes after the first half, as we come to a game called Props. They divide into two pairs of twos for this. Colin and Ryan, that's your prop. I suppose I've seen more than one of them, but anyway, you've got to come up with different ways of using that, while the other pairing... Oh, this is quite heavy. There you go, Greg and Neil, and I'll bust through the two pairings. Not that heavy, Greg. OK, away you go, starting over there.
So you're saying you haven't seen The Little Mermaid?
Hey, turned out nice again.
I'm king. I'm king.
I'm king.
I'm king. I'm king.
No, I haven't been out in the sun. Why do you ask?
I tell you, I don't want to work in this Pizza Hut anymore.
We can't get any more warp power, Captain.
Come on, Scotty! I am a medieval engraving.
Table for lobster boy, table for lobster boy.
Who's a naughty minister then?
If we go on to a game called Whose Line, this is for Colin and Ryan, and what they have to do is to incorporate these lines. The audience suggested 2 lines each for them to incorporate into their improvisation, and your improvisation, it's a doomed planet, and Ryan is sending his son to found civilization on some other planet, because your planet is doomed. Incorporating the 2 lines each, away you go. You may be familiar with this.
Dad, everyone says the planet's doomed.
It's doomed, and I'm sending you to another planet, because our planet is doomed.
Do I can populate the other planet?
If you can, son, I know about your problem. But things are different on that planet.
What do you mean?
Well, it was your father, or my father, Gorgon, who first said, click to me.
Oh, Dad, you know I'm rusty on my glughorn.
Well, son, simply what he was saying was, my name is Mary and I talk to pigs. He had quite a farm back then, but the planet's dead now.
No,
you have to go to another planet, because this one's dead.
What about that rocket we have out back?
I don't know about that rocket, son. I don't know if
remember
it'll
when
fly.
you first built it, you said, someday, son, the answer is written on my butt cheeks. I pulled down your pants and I poured over that for hours.
That's when we lived on Uranus, son. Those days are gone forever. We have to keep moving. We have to visit different solar systems, because remember, our creed is Glorgons. Take that negligee off.
I guess you're right. It wouldn't handle the stresses of space travel.
The G-force will rip it right off you.
Yes, sir.
Son, I'm depending on you as so as everybody else on this planet. You've got to search out new lands. You've got to make friends with the people of those lands.
I've got my guidebook.
You have?
Handy phrases to use when leaving your doomed planet.
Say you go to Earth.
All right.
Say you land in Europe.
Yes.
And some German chappie comes up to you and says, hello, what are you doing here?
I look him straight in the eye and I say, filled with conviction, my arms are long and they're ready to flap.
As we go on to a game called News Flash, this is going to feature Ryan Stiles as an intrepid reporter out there in the field, which is over there. And in the studio, we'll have Colin and Josie, who will be the anchor men, anchor people, in a studio, a news program. But this is a little bit of secret about television. See, Ryan isn't really in an exotic location. He's standing in front of a blank screen, onto which the pictures of the exotic location are electronically presented back here in the studio, so he doesn't know where he is even if he turns around. But we know, and Josie and Colin know, so he has to work out where he is from the questions, answers, and the conversation they have. Have I made that as complicated as possible? Away you go, Colin and Josie, to see how Ryan will do.
Well, apparently there's a big story breaking out in the field.
Well, let's go over to Ryan. Ryan, what is happening?
I can barely hear you, Colin.
What's going on?
Pandemonium is ensuing here. We have near riot conditions. And quite frankly, I'm in fear for my own life.
Are you able to communicate okay, Ryan?
I can't communicate. I don't know really how to get through to him. It reminds me of 65 when I spent all those years in that hole in Numb.
How did all this begin?
It started to... They took someone else's cab. And all this started happening. And I don't know where it's going to end. Oh, the horror! The horror!
How are you getting on being surrounded in that kind of area? What kind of steps are you taking to ensure that you don't get infested with anything?
Well, as you can see, I'm wearing 3 layers of clothing, and I have honey smeared on my face. I'm not sure how that's going to help me, but it feels good.
Isn't the honey a little dangerous?
Around these things, you mean? Because they're attracted to honey? Yes, it is dangerous. But I figure all the clothing I have on will help me.
What about the bananas you have in your pocket?
The bananas are attracting them, that's for sure. But as a reporter, I'm taking those chances because I don't want to go to the story. I want it to follow me.
Okay, Ryan, you must have an idea now. Got all the clues?
Can I put this down? Something with apes?
Now, what sort of superhero do you think Greg Proops would be?
Let's go to Catwoman.
Beautiful martini man.
Beautiful. I love that. It's nice. It's so much like advertising. We wouldn't better get the beautiful martini account in between. Sorry?
Wonder Woman.
Boomerang Man. That's good. Boomerang Man. Boomerang Man. I haven't said. Anyway, Boomerang Man. And what problem is he dealing with?
Hair loss.
Hair loss. Okay, that's... Has anyone ever suggested that before in these recordings? I don't know. So you are definitely the man to deal with it. It's Boomerang Man dealing with a loss of hair around the world. Away you go.
Thanks. Wow, you're actually a beautiful martini man. My God, what's on the World Crisis Monitor? Not in that big a hurry. After all, it's cocktail hour. Well, that is gorgeous. My God, there's hair loss all over the world. Look at Clyde Anderson's hair. It's like continental drift. All the hair's going away. I hope my super friends show up soon.
Sorry I'm late. I was blinded by all the heads out there.
God, you're here, self-amusement boy.
A hair loss problem. Hair today, gone tomorrow.
Enough with your... Stop joshing. There's hair loss all over the world.
I know, I bawled my eyes out.
Sorry, I'm late. I couldn't find my wig.
Oh, thank God you're here, abusive boy.
I said abusive, not bullet. He's good for, all right? Okay? You see, there's a problem out there, for goodness sake.
Sorry I'm late. I just lost my afro.
Thank God you're here. No need to help. Leave straight away, man.
This is a game for Ryan and Colin. They're TV voiceover artists trading the latest compilation album from Josie. And Josie will be singing the songs as they describe them with the assistance of Richard Ranch at the piano. Let's make it the hits about songs of unattractive men. Where you go.
Hi, in your 30s and pretty well ready to give up on life.
Hey, you ugly?
Are you a man?
Hey, you ugly?
Not a lot of country western songs win the Grammy, but in 1963, this song did. The big country western hit, When You Nod Off, I'm Sleeping With My Horse.
I love you, baby. You know that I do. You know that I love you, of course. But you're so damn ugly, you make me wanna hear. I'd rather sleep with my horse. I'm better too.
Oh, that was a great song.
It sure was, Cliff.
But of course, they're not just ugly people in North America. British people have their share too. Remember that great British pop hit? Close your eyes and maybe I'll love you.
don't want to know them at all. 'Cause you're my treat and you are heaven. Bought you from the 7-Eleven. Darling, you're ugly but my wonderwall. I love you so, you're good for me. I don't believe that you're ugly, 'cause inside everyone is beautiful. I love you, though you covered in acne, and you always bite your nails right down to the cuticle.
You know, Cliff, how old are you?
I'm 38.
And I'm 39. I'm not much on today's music, but there is one heavy metal hit that I really love.
Which one is that?
That's If I Had a Penis, I Wouldn't Need You.
Baby, baby, I love you. You got a lot of soul, but you're so ugly. You're only good for one thing, and that's pride my hole. Oh, baby, 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 it's not nice to say, but it's true. 'Cause if I had a penis, baby, I wouldn't need you.
Hello and welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway? And indeed, welcome to another compilation edition where we group together bits and pieces of recordings which were forced out of our regular shows due to a shortage of time. Here we've got a whole half hour of excitement of those bits stitched together. Let's enjoy it. Here we go. We're going to start tonight with a game called Questions Only. It's for all four contestants. They come on down. Start with Steve and Caroline beginning. The other two ready to come in. Simple game this. They just have to remember always to speak in questions. And if you stop doing that, I'll buzz you and you'll be replaced by the person behind you. So, a little scene. You're trying to join a circus. One of you is trying to join a circus, but speaking any questions, away you go.
Did you know I can climb the trapeze?
But can you juggle?
Why did you ask?
You wanted to join the circus, didn't you?
Do you want me to join?
Can I help you?
Why, I think you know.